Part two, online dating, continuation of online dating. My real thoughts are about online dating. Well, I feel like there's so much, craziness already in the world. When we get a text message, like literally, when I text people on my phone and I'm like, I'm looking at my text message, I'm going through my text message, and stuff like that. And one thing that bothers me the most is when guys become invasive. And what do I mean by invasive? When guys start asking you questions that have no business, they have no business of knowing, especially if a guy is going to say, this is a red flag, keep this in mind, guys, is that, if a guy's going to come out and ask you about personal things, he should be able to go on the phone with you or video chat with you and tell you about what's going on in your relationship. If he's telling you he wants to be friends, strictly friends, he would have made it platonic from the very beginning. If he's going in and talking about, well, hey, I'm talking to this person, he's explaining himself about whatever situation he's in, that means he is a messy, dramatic kind of guy. He likes to start drama. He likes to, brag about himself. He likes to, a lot of guys who are like that feel a sense of entitlement. They want attention from a woman. And there's nothing wrong with giving attention to somebody that you love. But what is wrong is if you give off the wrong type of attention. If you're just constantly, saying things that are very offensive and condescending, and it's just things like that, to me is just too much. I wouldn't even entertain that crap. You know what I'm saying? Because like a guy has to have a sense of peace with me in order for me to have a good relationship with him. And it doesn't always have to be glamorous all the time. I'm not expecting for a guy it to be glamorous, because everybody has their ups and downs in relationships. That's just how it is. In the beginning phase, things get great. And then other times, as you get a chance to know each other. And this is one thing that Steve Harvey and, one of the Chrisleys, Todd Chrisley had talked about, which was like when people start changing up their personality, like after being married to that person, you just don't do that. And so, you just have to be careful, and especially when it comes down to online dating, because you don't know who the person really is. You don't know what they're all about. I didn't understand that back then, but now I really do. You have to be careful about who you bring in your home. You have to be careful about who you're surrounding yourself with, because he could be some kind of criminal. He could be anybody, Weirdos are out there. And I'm not saying every guy is like that, but unfortunately, when you look at the different odds of marriages and relationships and dating, you want to really get a chance to know the person. And getting a chance to know a person is not just, face-to-face interaction online, but you have to really see them in person, know what they're all about, know their characteristics, know their qualities, and if they're going to be able to really love you for the woman that you are. Because the problem is, a lot of times what happens is, women feel like they know a guy, but when they find out he's somebody else and their true colors come out, and then it's unfortunately too late. So before you dive yourself all the way deep into a relationship, it doesn't matter how many years, because people always talk about years, about how long we married each other, this, that, and the other. But when you look at the divorce statistics, There are marriages that have lasted for like 10, 20 years and they still get divorced. So look into those factors. Look into your insight. And women, especially, look into your intuition. If a guy is telling you and he's giving you the wrong vibes, get the hint and run. Don't sit there and expect him to change, because that's one of the biggest problems of why women just they think they're going to change a person, and it's unfortunately unrealistic. We can't change people. Only thing we can do is make ourselves better. But it goes without saying, when you truly love somebody, they will meet you where they will meet your expectations. I'm not gonna say expectations, but they will be able to make you feel happier within your happier in your life, and your experiences will look a lot better.
Now it's time to go back to an empty house.
And so you have to look at all those things, because I get so like, I get so tired when people reach out to me and they're telling me, well, Hen, my relationship is like this and I don't know what else to do. And I've gotten a lot of my friends unfortunately have been in some crazy situations. And I'm not saying all my friends, but you have to look at the statistics of emotional abuse. You have to look at the statistics of people who are liars. You have to really do a whole background check. Like, I would literally do a whole background check before I know what I'm getting myself into, so that I know what kind of man he is. Like, because you don't want some criminal walking in your house. Would you invite a criminal in your house? Would you invite them into your head? Like, no, don't do that to yourself. Take the time to really get a chance to know a woman. And in the same way for a man, take the time to get a chance. For anybody at that matter, if he's a woman or whoever it is, I'm talking about that man and woman relationship. You want to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, so that you can end up making better decisions about the people that you choose in your life. Because happiness, like I said, is a choice. It's a choice if you want to be happy. And, if you love yourself enough, you would get the crap out of your life and live a happier, meaningful life. That's my purpose of making this video. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. And also, I wanted to make some clear, points as to how you know if a guy is a user. And how do you know if a guy is a good guy? Okay, first of all, a manipulator is somebody who takes advantage of your heart. A manipulator is somebody who causes you harm. Okay, that's what manipulators do. They're very good at that. And how can you know that? This is very hard for anyone, because they love to play the putting on a game kind of acts, and they like to pretend like they're somebody and they're not. Okay, so make sure that when you know that you see the red flags, that you don't just obviously just ignore those red flags, because that causes a serious danger sign in your life. You don't want that to happen. And also, how do you know if a guy is a good guy? I've dated some good guys in my life, and I'm telling you, good guys are guys who are going to show up. They're going to be there for you. They're going to do things for you. They're going to appreciate your value and who you are. And they're going to want to make you smile in your life. They're going to make you want to laugh. They're going to have, whole good conversations with you. That's how you know if you found a good guy, and somebody who brings the best qualities out of you. Somebody who brings uplifting qualities out of you. When you are able to smile and you're able to do things and you're able to feel good with doing it, that's how you know that he could possibly be the one. I'm not saying he is the one, but it's a possibility that he could be the one compared to the guys that treat you like shit, okay? Just keeping it real. I always said I love keeping it 100% real, and I've always admired that about myself. But anyways, feel free to comment me, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. As I always do, I love being able to get in touch with my feelings and being able to express openly about my, what I've experienced, so that I'm able to help people and empower women to be the queens that they are, that I know that you guys could, be. So definitely feel free to, like I said, like, subscribe, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All right. Have a great Saturday, everyone. Have a blessed day.